Okay, third and final assessment for y equals mx plus b. Okay, the first problem, number 1, it says write an equation for the line that has a slope of 4/5 and the point negative 15, 2, i.e. when I put negative 15 in for x, I'm going to get an output of 2 for y. So we know that in slope-intercept form, we got the y by itself, we got the slope in front of the x, plus the y-intercept, which is known as b. So I'm finding m and b. Remember what these mean. M is slope, b is known as the y-intercept. Well, I know the slope, but not the y-intercept. The slope is 4/5. So I can put that there. And this is where the answer goes, by the way. Okay, b is the y-intercept, so that's y equals m multiplied by x plus b. Now I need to solve for b. So we got to get rid of the y, the m, and the x. So for y, I put 2. Then the m has that value of 4/5 in this equation. And then we're going to multiply that by negative 15, because that's the x. Okay, so we got 2 equals, and I need to multiply those two. Okay, so 4abc5 multiplied by negative 15, that gives me negative 12 plus b. Okay, so I undo the addition of negative 12 simply by adding 12 to both sides of the equation, and 2 plus 12 is 14. Okay, and there's the equation. If you want to check your answer, you can always take 4/5, 4abc5, multiply it by negative 15, and then add your 14. Okay, and I got 2, which matches the y value in that coordinate. Okay, number 2, write an equation for the line passing through the points negative 6, 3 and negative 4, 14. So you want to make an equation, construct an equation, where if x is negative 6, y comes out equal to 3, and if the independent variable x is negative 4, then your y output's going to be 14. So it's going to look like the same thing here, as we know. Y equals blank x, this is m, plus b. So I'm going to find m and b. So m is known as the slope, and b is known as the y-intercept. Okay, so I don't even know the slope this time, so the formula for that is y minus y divided by x minus x. So my y coordinates are 14 and 3. Okay, now you can put 3 minus 14 or 14 minus 3. I'm going to put 14 minus 3. It's more natural that way. And then negative 4 minus negative 6. With the minus negative 6, that's actually adding positive 6. So 14 minus 3 we know is 11. Negative 4 plus 6 is 2. Now in a non-story problem, I want to ABC that instead of just dividing 11. ABC2. I get 5.5. Well, 5.5 is not really a slope. So what I do instead is I go second, ABC equals, and then that turns it back into its reduced form as an improper fraction, which is 11 over 2. So 11 over 2x has a rise of 11, run 2. And then b is the y-intercept. So y equals m multiplied by x plus b. Solving for b. Okay, so you know m has a value of 11 over 2. And then for y and x, you can pick either one of these. I'll go with this one. I guess it doesn't matter. We'll go with the second one. 14. And if I'm using 14 for y, I have to multiply my m by negative 4. So 14 equals, and I take 11 over 2 multiplied by negative 4, and that gives me negative 22. So negative 22 plus b. Then I undo the adding of negative 22, so plus 22, and that's 36 equals b. Now that's kind of a weird looking equation. We're not used to getting a y-intercept that high. So if there's any doubt about it, we know we can check our answer and verify it by taking 11 over 2, multiplying it by the x, negative 6, and adding 36. and I got 3. Okay, or -4. 11 ABC2 multiplied by -4 plus 36, and that gives me 14. Okay, now these are bad directions. We want to rewrite this standard form equation. It's in standard form right now. We want to write it into slope-intercept form. So we know that y has to be by itself. So look at what's happening with y. Well, it's being multiplied by -6. There's a 3x I need to unadd, so I subtract 3x. But that can't be subtracted from just a constant of 12. It goes behind it. And I make it plus negative. Then I want to rewrite this equation. So -6y, and then we want the -3x first, plus 12. Okay, then I undo the multiplication of -6 by dividing every term I see by -6. So we know that this gives me y. And then I want to ABC this, because this is where my slope goes. We either need it to be a whole number or a fraction. So -3 ABC, oh yeah, to do the ABC, you can't have a negative in the denominator. So you have a negative in the numerator, they just cancel. And 3ABC6 is a half. Okay, so that's 1/2. Remember to put your x after the 1/2, please. And then I divide 12 by -6, and that's -2. You can put -2 or plus negative, doesn't matter. So that's slope-intercept form of the same equation. If you graph this and this in standard, this in slope-intercept, they'd look exactly the same. It's the same line. Okay, number 4. A pool contains 50 gallons of water and is filling at a rate of 3 gallons per minute. After how many minutes will it take the pool to fill to its capacity of 200 gallons? So these are my 2 units. There's only 2 of them. So the way to handle 2 is identify an independent and a dependent variable. Gallons and minutes. X is the minutes and Y is the gallons. So per gallons per minute. And the gallons per minute rate is 3. So now my line, again, remember what I said, you can put x comma y. I'm going to start putting b plus mx y. So b is 3, or m is 3, sorry. And remember, b is a gallons amount, okay? B is a y amount. And I see before 3 gallons per minute, we started with 50 gallons. So b was 50. Okay, easy money. 50 plus 3 times x equals y. 50 gallons plus 3 gallons per minute equals a new amount of gallons. So they're asking me about 200 gallons. How many minutes does it take to fill the 200 gallons? So gallons is y, so we replace y. So 50 plus 3x equals 200. So I have to solve for x. It's being multiplied by 3, but we have to unadd 50 first. 3x, that's 150. Divide by 3, and that's 50. Okay, number 5, a website charges $2 per song after an initial registration fee. After buying 8 songs, the user has paid $41. This includes the registration fee. How much total money will a user who has bought 25 songs paid? Okay, 2 units, so one of them's an independent unit, one of it's a dependent unit. Dollars and songs. Songs is X, dollars is Y. So per be dollars per song, and the dollars per song is 2. Okay, so it is a linear equation. B plus mx y, and we know our m is 2. And the b, now, again, keep in mind, you don't have to write this, just watch. You got songs and money. And we know that 8 songs cost $41. Now, if you don't buy any songs, that's why I circled there's a registration fee. I don't know how much it is, so that's my B. So I have to figure the B out. Y equals M times X plus B. Okay, so the M is 2, and then for the M and the X, we need the combo. And we have it. We know that 8 songs cost a total of $41. So songs is X, and money's Y. So Y is replaced with 41, and then 2 times 8 is 16. 41 equals 16 plus B. I unadd the 16 by subtracting it. And 41 minus 16 is 25. 25 equals B. Okay, so now that equation's ready to roll. We pay $25 plus $2 per song equals a new amount of money. So 25 songs is what they're asking me about. It's songs, so it goes in for the X variable, which is right here. 25 plus 2 times 25 equals Y. Now Y has no operations I have to undo. So I just basically plug that in. 25 plus 2 times 25 is, 25 plus 2 times 25 is 75. Okay, so $75 is the cost of 25 songs. Okay, now I'm going to come back to 7 because this is stapled out of order. We're going to look at 6. A bank account is losing money at the same rate each month. After 4 months, the account contains $1,400. After 8 months, the same account contains $800. How many total months will it take the account to have $0 from its beginning amount? So my units are the months and the dollars. So independent dependent variable. X is months, Y is money. So per, dollars per month. And the dollars per month, I don't have the dollars per month. But we are going to need to find it because I am going to need the line. And the reason why I need the line is because if you look at this and analyze it, you know that 4 months the account was at $1,400. And you know at 8 months it was $800. So at 0 months it had to be up here somewhere. There had to be a money amount, but I don't know it, so that's B. So we are going to have to get ourselves an M so we can use the Y equals M times X plus B equation. Y minus Y, X minus X. So dollars is Y, months is X. So I got to look for dollars amounts in the numerator. 1,400 minus 800. And the months that go with 1,400 is 4 minus 8. So 600 over -4. And if you want to move the negative to the top, it's fine. You really don't have to because on a story problem, we just divide. Negative $150 per month. Okay, nice. So I got an M, and it's negative because what's happening here? The money's going down, okay? So B plus MXY. And I have an M value of negative 150. Okay, then to find B, Y equals M multiplied by X plus B, finding B. And our M is negative 150. And then for the combo, we can pick one of two. We can pick these two or these two. We'll go with $1,400 and 4 months. Okay, money's Y. Months is X. So 1,400 is your Y value, 4 is your X value. Okay, we need to multiply negative 150 by 4, that's negative 600 plus B. To unadd a negative number, you just add the number. It's like you're undoing subtraction actually. And that's 2,000. Okay, so my equation, I started with $2,000. I'm adding negative $150 every month, and that equals a new amount of money. So $0 is going to be the number I'm trying to figure out how many months it is to $0. So $0 goes into the equation for my y variable, and y is replaced with 0. So x is being multiplied by negative 150, and we have a 2,000 that's being added. So I minus 2,000, and yes, I subtract 2,000 from 0, and that takes that side to negative 2,000. We divide and divide, and I have my answer. This one's not going to work out very clean. Okay, it's going to be 13.3 repeating. It'd be like 13 months and some weeks. Okay, now let's turn back to number 7. We're going to take a look at that. My brother and I are saving money to buy a gift for Mom. I make $10 per hour. My brother makes $15 per hour. We need to earn $700 together. If my brother works 30 hours, how many hours do I have to work? So hours. Now there's 3 units because you got the dollars for me, the dollars for the brother, and then the money. So the best route we could take to actually see what's going on is to make the 9-box chart. So together, and then me and bro, if you want to put I and bro, that's fine. How many, per, and together. So dollars and dollars. All right, so we earned $700 together total. So how many? I'm looking for non-money amounts. All I see is 30, and that's my brother, okay? So I know one but not the other, so I can just use an X here. And I don't need to use that box. This is an easy problem. Okay, and then we get rid of that. And then for me, I make $10 per hour, and my brother makes 15. Remember, don't put 30 in the together box, okay? It says my brother works 30 hours, so brother will be 30, I'll be X. So X times 10 is 10X. 30 times 15 is 450. Nice, easy equation. 10X plus 450 equals 700. So X is being multiplied by 10. I have to unadd 450. 700 minus 400 takes that side to 250. And then we divide both sides of the equation by 10, and X is 25. So 25 hours for that.